Hi there. I'm very grateful that you're able to join me for our last chakra meditation of the chakra series. Today we're going to meet and explore the crown chakra, the last chakra of the main chakras in our system. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this now. This crown chakra is a very special one because it's our direct connection to the cosmos, to the higher realms, to the divine. And in the ancient Sanskrit tradition, this chakra is referred to as Sahasrara. And for this meditation, I've also picked actually 2 crystals this time, which are going to join us for this meditation, this inquiry. And the first one I picked is a celestite, a beautiful sparkly celestite. It's actually a hint of blue in it. I don't know if you can see it. And the other one that's going to join us is an amethyst. So those are going to be the companions for the meditation today. And when I looked at those crystals, I felt like they were a vibrational match very much for connecting to the divine, the higher realms, and the crown chakra. So yeah, let's start. I invite you, as usual, to choose a spot, an environment where you're undisturbed for the maybe next 20 minutes. And find a comfortable position, lying down or sitting up, where you can receive and relax and be absolutely passive. If you wish, you can also close your eyes during this inquiry. It usually helps to go inward deeper. And let yourself fully be carried through this experience. There's no action required here for the next 20 minutes other than listening to yourself, to your connection to the higher realms. And as we arrive here together in the shared space of this last chakra meditation, and just for a moment feel into your body. And just arrive here in this moment in time, in the here and the now. If you notice any thoughts right now, any mental activity, just let the thoughts pass through like clouds in the sky. Notice the ground underneath, the floor, the chair, the couch, the bed, how your physical body touches the surface, the contact points where matter meets matter. Maybe you feel your feet on the ground, how they touch Mother Earth. And just really notice this support. It's like when we connect to these higher realms, like today, the crown chakra meditation, it's really important to also notice how we're supported by the earth, by that which holds us, carries us through this experience as human beings. So whilst we're connecting to higher dimensions, you could call it, we gotta make sure that we're also grounded at the same time. Feel the support, how it's always there, no matter where we are and what we do. Now I invite you to notice your breath, connecting to your body via the breath. How the air streams in through the nostrils, nourishes the body with oxygen. And how the breath leaves the body in its natural flow. Appreciate for a moment the wonder, the miracle of the human body. How these processes, this intelligence is just taking care of itself. We don't have to do anything, it just happens. We don't have to do breathing. We don't have to do digesting. We don't have to do sleeping. It just happens. And as we're fully arriving in the here and the now in the body, I invite you to slowly draw your attention to your crown chakra, the top of the head, your crown. And somatically, that's usually not so much a place where we connect very often to our bodies. It's not like the root or the heart or the solar plexus. It's just a very subtle sensation maybe for you there. The top of the head, the crown. And still we can notice together maybe, what does it feel like there? Do we feel open and receptive in the crown? Is there tension there in the head space? Even a pressure? For many people, when their crown chakra starts to open, they experience a lot of head pressure. For some, it feels like they literally have something like a crown shape sitting on their head. Like a cool or a hot sensation there. And the crown chakra starts to open and unblock. And you can really visualize your beautiful Sahasrara now. Maybe as a beautiful lotus flower that just sits on top of your head. And because the crown chakra is slightly outside of the body, how this lotus flower in its detail, its all these different layers and leaves, how they open and point upwards, and they symbolize this direct connection to the cosmos, to the higher realms, to the divine. And look how delicate these lotus flower leaves, how they open. Usually the crown chakra is depicted in a very gentle violet color, purpley, but it's actually just this etheric see-through white with a hint of violet, lavender. That's how I usually visualize it. Maybe it looks different for you. Just make that connection with your beautiful crown chakra lotus and see what you encounter. What does it look like to you? What does it feel like? Can you feel something sitting gently on top of your head? On the spiritual path, you know, when we experience something like a Kundalini awakening, it's usually said that this is where the energy, the Kundalini, arrives or pierces through. In the end, it's like this idea that once the energy reaches the crown, then we experience enlightenment. And maybe that's a useful paradigm. We can experience crown chakra openings all the time. In my experience, it's not a linear, gradual process. And of course, the energy wants to move upwards, but it's usually not that linear. So maybe you might go through a beautiful crown chakra opening right now, and that's the reason why you found this inquiry. And this is your connection to God. This is where all communication between you, everything that's of divine nature, takes place. This is where we receive our downloads. This is where we receive higher wisdom, insights, about the nature of reality and our true purpose here on earth. And for many of us, if you want to call yourself a light worker, if you're someone who walks the path of truth, maybe this human in you can feel very isolated and lonely even at times. The lonely light worker. And this is where we have to remember where we really come from. We are never isolated or separate. This is just the way the human in us might perceive this path from time to time, and this connection to the higher self, to God, is always there. It's always intact. It has never not been there. And so an open crown is something very beautiful on this path, and we can experience crown chakra openings, and maybe we're not fully enlightened permanently. It's not that simple, you know. You can have the deepest connection to the cosmic plan, or you can experience yourself as this divine cosmic shard that just came here to earth to help with the evolution of consciousness, and then the next day you might feel very separate again. And that's okay too. It's just noticing these fluctuations in our experience. And a very, very big blockage that people have in the crown chakra is this idea that God, the divine, is something outside of myself. Or even when we look at more dogmatic religious views, that God is out there watching over us, even punishing us, rewarding us, you know, this outside deity. And that's how we actually create more separation through these views. And that's not at all what the spiritual path represents, because the spiritual path is all about reunification with the true self, oneness, realizing that you never were separate in the first place. There's many very devoted religious people out there who have the most blocked crown chakras, because religion doesn't really get people in touch with their true nature and true self. It's this idea. And so that can be a massive blockage for crown chakra. And again, I invite you to stay in touch, stay connected with your beautiful lotus, how it floats the top of your head. This etheric, beautiful shape and form it takes. Maybe it's even a bit sparkly. When your guides or your soul family, your soul collective communicates something to you, then they do that very much via the upper chakras, like the crown or the third eye. So when we feel stuck on this path and we connect to these energy centers, then we will usually get in touch with the information we need, or just the trust that we need. Maybe no action is required. Maybe it's just letting go of the idea to always have to have a plan. It's the human in us that needs to figure everything out all the time. And we can just trust that we're infinitely guided on this path. And guided, and protected, supported, and unconditionally loved. This is our true essence. Unconditional love. This is your nature. Maybe you could ask yourself, as this is also an inquiry, do I carry certain beliefs within myself that are actually taking me more into separation, like God is something outside of myself, here to punish me? Sometimes it's healthy to question and to inquire, what relationship do I have to the divine? So always remember that your etheric lotus flower is always radiantly open, and this connection is always here, and you can always come back to that chakra and connect with it. The chakra centers are always very grateful when we pay them a visit in a conscious way. And again, feel into your body. Sense the groundedness, the ground underneath. How does your body feel now? Do you feel like embodiment and higher divine connection feels balanced? Do you feel a little floaty? Whatever your experience is right now, just notice without judging. And then again, connect to your breath once more. That which gives life in every moment of your earth walk. Take in a deep breath. And release. Slowly become aware of your environment, the room you're in. And if you would like to meet back in the shared space of this experience, then you're very welcome to slowly blink your eyes open in your own time. And I welcome you back to this video. This one was a really powerful one, meeting and exploring the crown chakra. I'm really grateful that you joined me for this series. This will be the end of the chakra series today. And I'll meet you for maybe other little mini projects in the future. Maybe I'll upload some more guided meditations, as I really enjoy doing them. And I'm also gonna upload talks or content whenever I have insights to share. I will do that, of course. I wish you a brave and beautiful, supported earth walk. And if you want to support this channel or follow my work, you're welcome to subscribe or like the videos. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.